let's take a look at two subject pronouns, vosotros and ustedes. And if we're going to get technical, these are both second person, plural, subject pronouns. And if we remember, we have yo, tú, él, ella, usted. So where would these fall in our boxes? Well, vosotros is right here. And ustedes falls in box 6. And so we use this when we're conjugating verbs or we want to say you. So second person plural, that's if we would say things like, how are you doing? How are you all doing? How are you guys doing? Right, and we're looking at a way one person when they are speaking to a group of people. Right, so that's why we're saying you, second person, and then plural, meaning there's a bunch of people. The distinction between the vosotros and the ustedes form really comes into play when we look at the differences between Spain and Latin America. America. There we go. And what we need to think about is we have an informal and a formal way of speaking in Spanish. So if I'm over here, right, let me give me some eyes, and I'm talking to a group of friends, right, that's going to be informal. Or a group of people that I know or I'm on a first name basis with. And if I'm right here again and I'm talking to a group of people, but say they're a group of professors, and I wanted to address them in the formal form, or people with titles, we're going to use that, or strangers. Now this exists in both Latin America and Spain. So in Spain, for the informal form, we are going to use the vosotros. So if I want to say, how are you all doing? I would say, ¿Cómo estáis? So I'm speaking to my group of friends. There we go. But if I were in a formal setting and I needed to treat the people with a little bit more respect, I'm going to use the ustedes form. And I would say, ¿Cómo están? And I could say, ¿Cómo están ustedes? If I wanted. So we see that this form right here, box 5, that's what affects this conjugation. In box 6, we're going to put it into the ustedes form. Now in Latin America, it works out just the same. When we're in the formal form, ustedes. That's the way we abbreviate ustedes. And I would say, ¿Cómo están? So here's the real difference right here. When we are in the informal form, we will use the ustedes also. So in Latin America, we use ustedes for both forms. So I would say, ¿Cómo están? And I could say, ¿Cómo están ustedes? If I wanted. So I'm sitting here right here, I'm happy, I'm talking to my group of friends, and I'm in Latin America, ¿Cómo están? If I'm in Spain, ¿Cómo estáis? Or ¿Cómo están? Depending on who I'm referring to and if it's a formal or an informal situation. Alright, if you're going to live your life in Latin America traveling around, you only need to memorize one. If you're going to, go through Spain, you're going to need to know two. Vosotros and ustedes. I don't know. Maybe you want to go to Latin America. Then you only need to know one thing. Make your life easy. But whatever you do, make sure you travel. Because you're not learning the Spanish just to, sit around and talk to yourself. You want to go and try with some people. Let me know. Send me your experiences. Leave me a comment. Suerte.